If you're tracking net carbs, doing everything right, and still not seeing changes in weight, blood sugar, or fatty liver, this video may explain exactly why. Because for many people, net carbs don't fail, they just get used too early. Today, I'm going to give you 5 good reasons tracking total carbs often works better than net carbs when metabolic healing is your goal. And stay with me because reason number 2 is where most people get quietly stuck. Today, I'm giving you 5 good reasons tracking total carbs often works better than net carbs when metabolically healing is your goal. Reason number 1, fiber isn't free for everyone. Fiber tolerance is highly individual. Some fibers still raise blood sugar or insulin. Others ferment aggressively in the gut and drive cravings. What works for a metabolically healthy athlete doesn't always work for someone trying to reverse insulin resistance or fatty liver. Fiber tolerance is a metabolic privilege, not a guarantee. Reason number 2, net carbs can hide overeating. What do I mean by that? Well, keto breads, tortillas, wraps, bars, and snacks look harmless once fiber is subtracted, but the total carbohydrate load still hits the liver. This is where people say, I'm low carb, but nothing is changing. The math looks clean, but the metabolism says otherwise. And this is where sugar alcohols and allulose quietly complicate things. Sugar alcohols aren't metabolically neutral for everyone. Some raise blood sugar, some raise insulin. Many trigger cravings or GI distress, especially in insulin-resistant systems. Now, allulose, this is the brand I use, I am not an affiliate, RX sugar, is different. It's absorbed but mostly excreted and usually has minimal blood sugar impact. And here's the key point. When you're healing insulin resistance or fatty liver, complex math creates blind spots. Allulose makes it simpler. So here's the simple rule I use early on with my clients. If it's sweet and processed, count it. Not because it's bad, but because awareness matters more than marketing. Allulose, count half the grams early on or count fully for simplicity. I would recommend fully. Sugar alcohols like maltitol or sorbitol, count all of them. Erythritol and xylitol, count initially. Blends, always count everything. Healing phases require simpler rules. Reason number 3, the liver responds to total load, not label math. Your liver doesn't read nutritional labels. It responds to how much glucose potential arrives and how often. And if the liver stays inflamed, insulin resistance doesn't improve. And if insulin resistance doesn't improve, weight and blood sugar don't either. That's physiology. Again, it's not willpower. Okay, reason number 4, total carbs improve awareness. So when you're tracking total carbs, what it does is it removes the gray areas. It exposes portion creep, snacking, and foods that claim to be keto, but really aren't metabolically neutral. This isn't about restriction, it's about feedback and the signals you're sending your body. And feedback is how metabolism heals. Reason number 5, total carbs support consistency. And on this channel, you know I'm always pushing consistency. Most people don't struggle because they lack discipline. They struggle because 2 or 3 good days can't undo 4 or 5 inconsistent ones. Total carbs tighten the feedback loop fast, and patterns become more obvious then, and consistency becomes easier. So here's the takeaway. Net carbs aren't wrong, but they are often premature for a metabolically damaged system. If your goal is healing, not just weight loss, total carbs may be the clearer, more honest tool. You don't have to track them forever, but try total carbs for 2 weeks because when the liver gets consistent signals, everything else starts to follow.